Aduba. Yeah, she won, right? That's good. I love her. I love her on Orange is the New Black. She's awesome as Crazy Eyes. Love her. Do you watch that show?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Do you watch it?
I don't watch it. I mean, I've seen it here and there. I know who she is. I know the plot, but I
Oh
just
God, she's such a good actress. But I haven't really seen her in anything else. Have y'all seen her in anything besides that?
see that's kind of like I don't know. That's kind of like one of those things. Like after the show has its run,
Uh huh.
there's always those actors that after the show they kind of look around and they're like, now what do we do? You know what I mean?
Well,
Because they're so known for that,
I
I
and they had so much success. It's kind of hard, especially because we didn't know them before Orange Is the New Black.
yeah.
That's true because I haven't seen her in any other shows. The only thing that I've seen her in recently is when she performed with Taylor Swift at uh,
Yes.
one of the concerts. When Taylor Swift doing the concert, she brought her up on stage and
Right.
they did some duet
She's
together or something.
actually a really good singer. She's like
Yeah,
operatic or whatever.
yeah. Hmm.
And yeah, and she's also a good actress. And she was actually on Watch What Happens Live talking about she's doing a play or a musical or something. And so she does stuff off Broadway anyway. So she's a real actress too, I
Oh,
think. I love her. What about the whole thing that happened here in Dallas with Ahmed Mohammed?
Oh, it's a really messed up situation.
Let's tell people what we're talking about first.
Okay, so there is a 14-year-old boy by the name of Ahmed Muhammad. I hope I'm saying his name right. I think he attended MacArthur High School, which is in Irving, Texas, which
Irving.
is
Mm-hmm.
the suburbs of Dallas. And he was all, he's all about, inventing things and building things, and that he's one of those unique kids. Like me, when I was 14 years old, I was too busy trying to learn how to drive a car or too busy trying to hang out with people. Well, he's, building stuff and trying to invent things, which is good. I mean, the kid is very smart.
Yeah.
So he built a clock to impress one of I think he was trying to show it to his engineering teacher.
Right.
And he built this clock and he took it to school. And um, I believe the teacher that saw the clock, he was in another class from what I've been told, or according to the media, he was in another class and he took the clock to school and he showed it to one of his other teachers. And I'm assuming the teacher um, took it as a threat because she was like, it looks more like a bomb. And
She
so she reported
she's
to it.
Yeah, he showed it to her. He showed it to his engineering teacher first. He said that looks great, but don't show it to anybody else because they may not know what that is. And then he did show it to a couple other teachers actually, and they said that's nice. Don't show anybody else. And then like the fourth person he showed it to was a teacher that reported him and said she thought it was a bomb.
Exactly.
Right. And go ahead.
So, of course, the police. She reports it to administration. The administration calls the police, and pretty much they arrest him. Handcuff him and interrogate him. But they would not let him call his parents, and they pretty much interrogated him for quite some time before his parents were notified.
They
Or
would not let him call his parents.
exactly. I think they
Which
went on for like over an hour
Which,
before
by
they.
the way, just as a little interjection here, the fact that they wouldn't let him call his parents, you would think, oh, that's against your constitutional rights or whatever. Technically, once they passed the Patriot Act by George Bush the moron, once that was passed, they can actually hold you if they suspect you of terrorism without calling anybody. That
Exactly.
which is complete bullshit. But anyway, go on.
So yeah, the police were called, and they interrogated him and that type of thing, and it's just a really messed up situation. And now they're saying that they came out with this update saying that, oh, we didn't arrest him, because of his name. We truly thought it was a bomb, that type of thing. Now I saw the pictures online. They have pictures of this clock floating around online.
Right?
It looks like a homemade clock. It clearly does not like a clock you would buy at the store. But I
No.
mean, and again, it is a homemade clock. But my thing with this is that here's my whole situation. Now I know the whole Muslim community is coming out saying that we shouldn't blame the school or the police
Mm-hmm.
or the teacher, that type of thing. I actually disagree with them
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like they all had something to do with this for it to get up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, my thing is that here's the bottom line with this whole situation that I'm so frustrated about.
Mm-hmm.
If the teacher thought, or the administration thought that, this was so much of a threat when they saw this clock,
Mm-hmm.
how come they didn't evacuate the school?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
they didn't evacuate the school. They didn't call it a bomb squad.
Right.
And my thing is that if you thought it, because my thing is, if I see something that looks similar to a bomb, I'm calling 911, and I'm sure they're going to send out the appropriate authorities. They can send out to come look at this device,
Right.
or that type of thing. They didn't even evacuate the school.
No,
So
they didn't.
my thing is that I just,
You think it's racially motivated?
I do, I do.
Yeah.
I think they arrested him because of his name, and and he's from a Muslim background.
Well, of course. I mean, if this had been a blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy, Caucasian boy that had made this, I don't really
They would
think
have been like, oh my God, this is the coolest
greatest
shit
thing
ever.
ever. Yeah, I don't think it would have been the same issue, and that's why I think it is racially motivated. And we are in Dallas, Texas, and this is the way people think here. A lot of people, and I also understand why if they had a suspicion that this might be a bomb, they take him aside, they question him or whatever, not necessarily by the police, but the principal or somebody can say, what is this? Is this a bomb or whatever? I mean, like he's going to say yes, but anyway, and that's one thing. But to actually have the police come in and not let him talk to his parents and not let him have any access to people outside the school, he probably was scared to death. He's just a kid, and he didn't know what he could say or couldn't say, and so he didn't say hardly anything. All he had to do was to actually, call his parents out, and they come over, and they could have cleared the whole thing up. But I think it was wrong. I think it was racially motivated as well, and hopefully, this will. The great thing comes out of it is the guy is getting all these scholarships now, and all this fun like swag,
media attention.
Yeah,
got to go to the White
exactly.
House. I mean,
thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from Microsoft and products. And just so forth. So
yeah, sorry, I mean cut you off. But pretty much, I was just thinking. I was just telling a friend. I was like, pretty much, this incident has pretty much secured his
future,
his future. Yeah, I mean, so.
Well, that's a good thing. Something good came out of something bad.
I guess we can say thank you to the teacher.
Yeah. Well, now he's transferring. He's been transferred to a different school. Or he's transferring to a different school. They took him out of that school because he's remained on suspension at that school, even after all of this media ridiculousness. Even after they knew it wasn't a bomb. So it doesn't make any sense they would do that. To me, it was just racially motivated. I agree with you. But that's what it's like to live in Dallas, Texas, and be brown.
Well, no, I mean, all over the country, this kind of thing happens all over the country.
Well, I think it's more prolific here.
Huh?
It's more prolific here. I'm sorry,
well,
it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's the South. But I'm just happy that society has kind of like wrapped their hands around this young man and have supported, his education and are now celebrating his talents for what they are. But what I want to know is how come we don't hear about this teacher? Like a lot of times, like the media kind of like pinpoints an enemy, and then we want them fired and for their racist, judgmental, bigot. The teacher has kind of gotten off kind of smooth here, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they haven't even released her name, I believe.
That's right. Like they typically the media like goes straight in for the enemy, but this time, I don't know, just something I noticed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. Also, the school has been completely unapologetic about it. They're like,
and that's my thing as well. They haven't said anything. They haven't come out with a statement or anything.
What they have said basically, the gist is basically that we were doing our job and we were told if we see something suspicious to report it, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but
say something.
They went. I think they went well beyond what they should have done. It was ridiculousness.
But
Go ahead, Jason.
No, I was just saying that if you have the thing of if you see something, say something. That's fine. If you want to go off of that, that's fine. But we need more. It's like we need more than you just telling us something like that. Like you need to come out and say something. Well, it was an error on our part. I mean, if you just come out, just publicly apologize.
Yeah,
It'll make just a world of a difference. I mean, it probably won't change your thought on things.
No, but it's what they should do.
Soften the blow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. What were you gonna say, Christian?
I've forgotten my point.
Your mind moves like mine. It's like zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Miss Patti LaBelle and her thing with the concert.
I keep seeing this all over social media, but I haven't got to see the video. Jason, what happened?
So Patti LaBelle was performing this past Friday night in Vancouver, and I've seen videos of Patti LaBelle in the past on YouTube where she interacts with her fans and brings them up on stage, lets them sing things and that type of thing. So there was a gentleman that it was a group of people. Well, out of this group of people she brought on stage, there was a gentleman that was on stage, and she was going to let him sing, But I guess, he was, in the moment and dancing around that type of thing. And he started to unbutton his shirt. So when he started doing that, Patti LaBelle said something to I'm trying to find the quote here. They don't have the quote up, but I'm paraphrasing him. But it was something along the lines like, I'm not Nicki Minaj or I'm not that Miley chick. You're not going to do that on my stage or something like that. And then when she said that, the guy turned around and like, as if like he was sticking his ass out or something, as if like some type of thing like, kiss my ass type deal. I don't think that's what it meant, but I think it was just like a provocative, like, oh, look at my ass.
Well, what she said was, don't you dare, not on my stage. I am 71 years young. I am not Nicki Minaj or that little Miley Cyrus. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And she said, get off my god darn stage, bitch. That's what she said. And stay off.
Exactly. But then in the video, I watched the video, and then it's like when he turned around and like stuck his ass out or something, it was almost like she charged at him. Like she pushed him or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, now I love me some motherfucking Patti LaBelle. But I feel like I understand it's your concert, and I understand, he probably did more than you wanted him to do on stage. But I feel like she was completely dead wrong for charging him and pushing him like that. Yeah, because this man could turn around and sue her.
Well, I don't really understand what he did that was so bad, though. I'm trying to understand what he did that was precipitating this reaction from her. I read the article, but he unbuttoned his shirt on stage, and that was it. I mean,
he didn't take it off. He just unbuttoned it, and he turned around, and she made her comment about, she's not Miley or Nicki or whatever the fuck.
Well, she did.
And then he turned around and like stuck his ass out, and she pushed him. I'm like, well, Patti, you can't.
Talk about a diva. This is what I was talking about earlier. Talking about a diva, one who's made her career. She's had it for so long. She's old. She's cranky. She's done.
And then she said, get off my stage, bitch.
Yes. And so, I mean, she's like, that's to be expected from Patti LaBelle because that's what I expect from her. That's just what I expect. But she said in an apology, she said, I'm so sorry. I'm a Gemini and things come out of my mouth sometimes that I try to control. Patti LaBelle, I understand. I do, darling. I'm the same way. So I get it. Same. I'm a Gemini too.
Same. But I mean, when you bring people on stage, you're dancing with the devil to begin with. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. You didn't ever know what you're going to get, right? That's true.
Yeah.
But he didn't do anything that was that outlandish. It's not like he took his pants off and wagged his dick at her.
That's what I was going to say.
So.
That's my thing too. I'm like, it's like he didn't, expose himself to her or something like that.
Yeah, that would have been merited, but I think she went overboard, but whatever.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like there's going to be a follow to the story. I feel like since, according to the video that's circulating online, since she technically charged / pushed him, I feel like he's going to sue her. I just feel like it's going to be a matter of time before this gentleman comes out and files a lawsuit against her.
I agree. Whatever. That's her problem, though. She's got the money.
Yeah, I'm just saying because I'm like, people think that, that's the end of it. No, like, this guy's going to get a lawyer and they're going to sue her. It's all, and I like Patti LaBelle, but
whatever.
She fucked up. So
it's on tape.
It sure is. Okay.
And exactly. That's another thing. It's all over the internet, so it won't be hard to prove it. So there you go.
Did you you said that you'd read I Am Kate's getting renewed for a second season, by the way?
Yeah.
Yahoo!
That's great. Awesome. I love the show. I thought y'all didn't even watch it anymore.
I didn't.
Oh.
I just want to bring that up.
I watched clips of the show.
Okay, whatever.
I don't plan on watching it, but I just let it.
That's a really great show, honestly.
To be a I Am Kate fan.
Well, it's a good show.
Watch it.
I'm not. I don't know. I am an I Am Kate fan. The show.
I want to see that new one on Fuse, The Transcendent. I want to see that.
Oh, the show. Yeah, that would be
with
awesome.
With the transgendered girls from the Girls of Asia. Yeah, I want to see that on Fuse. I think it comes out here pretty soon.
Yeah, I want to watch that too. But yeah, so I Am Kate gets renewed. Congrats to her.
Good.
I guess.
Congratulations, Caitlyn.
I won't be watching, but yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, Caitlyn Jenner, right? Yeah, that's her name. I was going to say Kardashian. Caitlyn Kardashian. Anyway, so the whole thing with Kim Davis, the chicken...
we know.
Virginia. Or is it Kentucky?
Why is she still in the media?
She's in the media because she did an interview with Paula
ABC.
Ferris with ABC. She's also on The View now.
Right, so, okay.
And she did an interview with her, and she says Kim Davis essentially said she asked her about her